Okay, the third time in a row. Okay, so this is your King of Kings speaking with you again. This Friday afternoon, it's getting a little late, 1:17, our Sabbath begins this evening. Anyway, so I thought I'd give you a bit of a heads up on what we've taken in over the week. And the first thing I'd like to mention is Kim Jong-un blasting us with a bit of brilliance. And he said thus, for this, he spoke thus. How come white folks think that polygamy and black folks is a sin, but homosexual marriage is a constitutional right? I thought, no kidding. And that makes a very good case for us because we have 202 of the most beautiful and exquisite lady queens you've ever seen, and I've ever seen too. Born all at one time. And exclusively for your king. Imagine that. But anyway, I don't want to drift off into extraneous topics. Okay, so we've done the Kim Jong-un thing. Don't you think that's kind of interesting? How thoroughly we can get sucked into our own fantasy lives, where we make drag queens teaching kindergarten story class, but shudder at a man desperately loving two women, or three women, or in our case, 202 of them. Anyway, that's a good question. Can we say this? Like, are we really certain about what we're talking about? The base bottom line here. How much do you really know for sure? What are you willing to bet on? Better think twice. Your life just may depend on it. And so the other thing I wanted to ask you, deal with today is, oh yeah, truth's deal-making capacities. Now, when Trump was suffering at the effect of other people's ripping him off, because he did get elected, stolen from him, he really did. But anyway, he deserved it, as it turns out. But the bottom line is, Trump claims to be the world's best deal maker. Now, I sold a bit of property myself, nothing compared to what he has. But then I don't go around claiming to be God's gift to salespeople either. Now, how does this for a current sales tactic work for you? How much corporate buy-in are we going to get from this postulate? Sign here or you're dead tomorrow morning, fucker. And kiss my ass while you're at it. Now, I don't know about your neighborhood where you grew up, but that kind of guy wouldn't last too long in my neighborhood. Just wouldn't have. Right? He would have learned better. But unfortunately, it seems to me that rich men's children lose a little something in the reality department. Like, life does not revolve around Donald Trump. Nor I'm finding fewer and fewer people are lining up to kiss his ass every day. Currently, are you? I'm sure Macron wouldn't mind. And of course, the guy in Germany would kiss anybody. He'd kiss a monkey's ass. That fucker to get put a dent, kick Vladimir Putin's ankle. Like they're turned into a collection of value candidates. No kidding. It'd be like me deciding I might give Michael Tyson a break today. I might not punch him out. This is NATO threatening Russia, or China, or anyone really. The truth is, NATO could not fight a way out of a wet paper bag, put it bluntly. And none of the Ludwig crew have the faintest idea, including their generals at all, what it's even like to win or lose in a fist fight, let alone a goddamn war. No clue. Ursula von der Leyen is determining how many men should die for Ukraine. As far as I can tell, she's never been elected to a goddamn thing. Nor would she, nor is she capable of being elected, I would theorize, but then, you know, I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. But Trump can't point to a single incident of it. Anyway, oh yeah, something else. So we've dealt with the greatest salesman thing, have we? Like, is it true that Trump is in fact the greatest salesman this world's ever seen? Or was he ever? Yeah, he might have been a good huckster, a good rounder type, you know. Like, you do business with me, I don't pay all my invoices. I gotta shave a bit off for my coke habit, you know. You know how things are, right? Get used to that. You know what? Sue me. I can see it, how I can see him dealing with trades, you know? Except for the ones he really needed. Anyway, what else do I want to say? Oh yeah, and one other thing I wanted to ask you to close our week out is, what do you really think Jesus would have to say if he came back and took a look at the one's holy land, his holy land today, and he saw his world-famous Jews deciding to goose-step all over their neighbors, sodomize them with glee and propinquity and statute granted propinquity. No kidding. It's good that our soldiers rape Palestinians, men, women, or children. It's better if they shoot them in the head, mind you, or the heart. And even the testicles, even the genitals, these most moral army in the world got bored with shooting my Palestinian children in the head and the heart, and so started shooting them in the testicles for a variety. So what do you think Jesus would have to say about that? Do you think he would be like the Pope and say nothing? Just pretend it doesn't exist and talk to people about being holy? Well, we have our holy land in a meat grinder, fostered by repugnant Nazis on steroids and cheap cracker bear, worse than Hillary Klingon ever got. Anyway, this is your King of Kings speaking with you again at the end of the first week in January 2026. Let's have a better year.